Caitlyn Jenner attended her son Brody Jenner's intimate Malibu wedding to Tia Blanco, nearly 2 weeks after the former athlete's friend Sophia Hutchins died. The former Olympian was one of several guests who witnessed the Hills alum and the pro surfer tie the knot in a romantic ceremony at Brody's mom, Linda Thompson's home in Malibu, Calif, on Saturday, according to TMZ. The outlet reported that around 60 to 70 guests were present for the nuptials. Caitlyn, 75, welcomed Brody, 41, and son Brandon Jenner, 44, with her second ex-wife Thompson, also 75. The Olympic gold medalist also shares son Bert Jenner, 46, and daughter Cassandra Marino, 45, with her first wife Christy Scott, and daughters Kendall Jenner, 29, and Kylie Jenner, 27, with her third ex-wife Kris Jenner. Brody and Caitlyn have had a strained relationship over the years. In January, the bromance alum revealed he received a real, sincere apology from Caitlyn for allegedly abandoning him during his fame with the Kardashians. "It was the first time in my life that I've ever gotten an apology. You know, I'm sorry for not being there," Brody shared on Special Forces World's Toughest Test at the time. Caitlyn's appearance at Brody's wedding came nearly 2 weeks after Hutchins died in an ATV crash on July 2nd. She was 29. Sergeant Eduardo Salcedo of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department recently told the Daily Mail that Hutchins may have been speeding when she rear-ended the other car, the other party, and then that caused her to veer to the right and go off the cliff. The impact catapulted Hutchins and the ATV down a 350-foot ravine. On July 3rd, Caitlyn stepped out for a coffee run in Malibu and broke her silence regarding her pal's tragic death. The former Keeping Up with the Kardashians star told the Daily Mail she was going through tough times and didn't want to talk. Caitlyn and Hutchins met via their hairstylists in 2015. On July 2, 2025, Malibu, California was rocked by tragedy. Sophia Hutchins, a 29-year-old socialite, CEO, philanthropist, and longtime manager and confidant of Caitlyn Jenner, died in an ATV accident. Investigators stated Sophia was driving on Decker Canyon Road when her Polaris ATV collided with the rear of a Mazda 6. The impact caused the ATV to careen off the cliff, plunging some 350 feet into a ravine. Emily Salcedo from the LA County Sheriff's Department noted Sophia may have been speeding, leading to the disastrous fall. Sophia had been at Finchley's side since 2015, growing from acquaintance to trusted ally. The pair's relationship included personal and professional dimensions. Sophia acted as Caitlyn's manager, helped run the Caitlyn Jenner Foundation, co-founded a sunscreen line, Lumisol, and was a recurring figure on Jenner's platforms and shows. Following the fatal crash, an emotionally distraught Caitlyn was seen the next day, July 3, grabbing coffee and referring to enduring tough times, though she declined further comment. She also spent time with Sophia's mother, described as being numb with shock at the sudden loss. Just 10 to 12 days later, on July 12, 2025, Caitlyn was present again, but this time under brighter circumstances. Her son, Brody Jenner, 41, wed his partner, surfer and reality star Tia Blanco, 28, in an intimate ceremony at the Malibu estate of Brody's mother, Linda Thompson. With about 60 to 70 guests, the small-scale gathering blended laid-back beach charm with emotional depth. Tia dazzled in a strapless lace gown and low bun, while Brody wore a classic black tux. Even their daughter, 1-year-old Honey Ray Jenner, made a heartfelt appearance in a little dress. Adding to the depth, the ceremony featured a sentimental touch. Linda played Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield, a nod to Brody's days on the hills, evoking nostalgia and joy. Over the years, Caitlyn and Brody's relationship had seen strain. Brody, a star of the Hills and part of the Jenner Kardashian clan, had complained of Caitlyn's absence at previous milestones. In 2018, Caitlyn was notably absent from Brody's wedding to Caitlyn Carter in Bali, an event he described as a bummer and a big disappointment. But earlier this year, the pair reconnected. In January 2025, Brody revealed on Special Forces World's Toughest Test that Caitlyn offered a real, sincere apology for her past absence. He told people that despite the apology being late, it was meaningful. It motivated him to be a more present father for his daughter, Honey. Today, he says their relationship is great, one built on forgiveness, understanding, and perspective. At the wedding, Caitlyn appeared supportive and encouraged, signaling a new phase. Celebration mingled with healing. Attending her son's wedding soon after losing her best friend must have been a profound emotional test for Caitlyn. On one hand, a mother's pride and joy in witnessing Brody take this significant step, especially given their recent reconciliation, would have been strong. On the other, grief was still fresh. She had announced Sophia's death barely 10 days earlier and was caught in the rawness of mourning. The duality of these moments, honoring the memory of her dearest friend and stepping into a new chapter with her son, reflects resilience. She navigates liminality between grief and grace. Brody and Tia's love story began in spring 2022 on a family getaway in Hawaii, where they bonded over surfing and the ocean.